Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Rice Owls taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on a toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Hubs it downfield. Makes a connection. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And they get the sack just like that.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Flames have taken it inside the 20. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Catch open down the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Owls will hustle to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got...
And that pass picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. And the Flames getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set.
Now on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Liberty!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. And for this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They're trying to get to it. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Liberty 14, Rice 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Flames line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They're bringing heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Looking to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back goes in motion. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw. Intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to, and as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. He's moving out of the pocket. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He wants to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Atkins.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Atkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Owls. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. USF is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jim Leavitt, this has not been a blowout today in Tampa. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
But man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
To the air, it's Jenkins. He'll pull it down. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Owls. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. At midfield, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Flames come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic with
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Flames will blue the way to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Rolls his way ahead. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Flames will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. You'll call for the fair catch here. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Getting some heat. Keeps it going. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw. He's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After after a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Well, and when you're a defense, you want to string it out, right? You want to fill these gaps as fast as you can. And they did a really good job of taking away this, taking away that. All of a sudden, he gets to the sideline.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And it's so hard to get these guys on the ground. They're such good athletes nowadays. And you can see, had a chance to wrap him up, but he's so elusive. He gets out of the tackle, still forces the incompletion. But, man, these guys are a nightmare to try to get on the ground and try to get those sacks.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Rice. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll ride his man on the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on 3rd down. What a weapon.
Now on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This is a designed run. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here comes the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give is to Williams. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Rice 26, Liberty 14.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense drags him down. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The option look. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Flames! On to attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
The ball squirts through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. wasting no time throwing on this drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taking him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the returner will be dragged down. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, scored. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Where whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Keeps the legs moving. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This offense has a 2nd down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Liberty! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll be stopped short. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They'd hoped to push this edge out to a field goal, but they were denied. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
26.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Line gets set, first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
It's first down from the 11. Goes to the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. They'll run the option.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to 0.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure